Hello. Hi everybody. Hello. Hi Venus. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I'm just going to wait, you know the drill, okay? I'm just going to wait for a few moments to have more viewers to log in. Can you hear me? If you can, give me a thumbs up. I've chosen to use my phone today for the live, so I hope you can hear me loud and clear. For those of you who have tuned in, if you can, give me a thumbs up please. You can hear me loud and clear. Can y'all hear me? Yes? I think it's a little bit laggy, but just want to see. Okay, great. Alright, I see my thumbs up. Okay, so you can hear me, right? So I don't want anybody of you to miss out on my cooking today. So we are going to do a colorful quesadilla. So basically, we have been pronouncing it. Some of us might have pronouncing it wrongly. It's not quesadilla, but it's quesadilla. Okay, so it also means that we are not doing an English dish today. It is quesadilla actually originated from Mexico. Okay, so I should be saying hola. Okay, anyway, it is a Mexican dish. It originated from Mexico, but it actually became very popular in the States. So you see quesadillas in the staples in the United States. So we're going to use that today, and the recipe for this is pretty simple to make, and I hope that you can include this as one of your staple also, especially you are preparing meals at home. It's actually a very easy dish to put together and requires minimal cooking, okay, but you still require a pan, right? But there's no oil involved, so there's no need for you to wash your dishes so hard after that. All right, okay, I'm just gonna wait for most thanks Angeline, loud and clear. Good to see you logged in. Okay, I'm just going to refer to my screen. It's actually much bigger here, okay, because the last time I went live on the phone, I misread a viewer's message, okay, so I don't want that blunder to happen again. So I'm just going to keep looking on this side, okay, though my views are actually, I can still see on my phone. Okay, so I hope you've had a great morning and maybe now eating your lunch while watching me. So, okay, let's start. Alright, so good afternoon everybody. Hola. Today, much earlier, I was saying that we are going to create a dish today, and it's actually colorful quesadilla. So quesadilla, it actually means quesadilla if you read it in English. So this dish originated in Mexico, and traditionally they used to use a corn tortilla. So tortilla is actually this. Okay, so it's not pronounced as tortilla, but it's tortilla. Alright, so it's like that. Okay, it looks like this. So I know a common question, okay, for you to ask is that can we use a wrap instead, and how different is it from a tortilla versus a wrap? So basically we did a nutrition, we went to look through the nutrition information, and we realized that a tortilla has got lesser fat and also lesser sodium compared to a wrap. So it could be because of its baking process and also the kind of flour used in it. Right, however, if you can't find this tortilla in the supermarket, it's fine, you can use a wrap. But make sure you go for a wholemeal wrap or a whole grain one. So the one I'm using today is actually a whole grain, a multi-grain tortilla. Right, so this is how it looks like. Okay, just want to remind you that we have been advocating, nutritionists and dietitians have been advocating the use of whole grains, multi-grains and wholemeal. But need to remember that there are times, why they call it a whole grain is because of these bits over here, as you can see. Alright, so these are the ones that you can see over here. They are called whole grains as well, but it need not necessarily mean it's high in fiber. Okay, so it's important for you to read the labels and compare, which we can teach you if you're interested to find out, but maybe not today. Okay, we can come up with a workshop to teach you how to read nutrition labels. Alright, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so Matt, yes, the recipe will be in Telegram later on. So meanwhile, I'll sit back and relax. Okay, so I won't be able to show you the packaging. Okay, but because we don't endorse any brands, so as long as you can see the word tortilla on the different brands, it's good enough. So we just remember to go for the ones that is either wholemeal or multigrain. All right. So this one I'm using today is a multigrain. Hi, hello. Alright, so we have tortilla. So in this packet, I have got 8 tortilla. So the recipe calls for 2 slices of tortilla. So what happens in this quesadilla, right, is that it's actually a tradition dish where you use 2 slices of the tortilla and you put in cheese. So that's really a basic kind of dish where, in olden times in Mexico, they eat. Of course, that's the most simple one, but we're not going to just settle for cheese today. We're going to add lots of other kind of ingredients in there. Okay, so we're going to have 2 pieces of it, but what I'm going to do now is going to place this right onto the pan, which is not hot yet. Alright, because we realized that if you're going to put 2 pieces of it and transfer it onto a pan, it's going to be quite clumsy sometimes. Your ingredients will start to fall off. So basically, don't turn on your pan yet, but you need a pan like that. Okay, just put one on it first, okay, because we're going to lay the ingredients on the pan, right? So no worries, I will be showing you like that so that you can see clearly what are the ingredients placed in here. Alright, okay. Alright, hello. Okay, so now we have a piece of tortilla in here. Okay, the ingredients, we have our cherry tomatoes, right? So the cherry tomatoes are cut in lengthwise, so I'm going to show you how it looks like. Okay, lengthwise. Up to your liking. If you prefer for it to be cut into halves, that's fine also. So just that your tortilla or your quesadilla will be a little bit higher, okay, because it will take up space when you have the other tortilla on top. So over here, so we're using cherry tomatoes for the color because the name suggests colorful. So we have got the different colors. We have got green, yellow and red. So for the reddish orangey, we are using cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are a good source of vitamin A and lycopene. So the lycopene in here, let's say we're going to eat tomatoes raw. So the raw tomatoes will give you a bigger source of vitamin C, right? And that will be absorbed in your body quite fast. Whereas for the vitamin A, we know that if you eat it raw, it is not going to be absorbed so quickly. So hence, it's good for you to have the tomatoes to be cooked in a little bit of oil first. So the heat in there interacts with the vitamin A. So it makes our body, it allows us to digest it much faster. Alright, so 2 ways to eat tomatoes. One, you eat it fresh for a bigger source of vitamin C, because if you cook it, vitamin C will be destroyed, right? So, but when you cook it, you release the vitamin A much easier. So it actually interacts with the oil, with the heat. It allows us to absorb vitamin A much faster. Okay, so so this is eaten 2 ways. Tomatoes can be eaten either raw or cooked. Cherry tomatoes are good snack options. Next, we have our corn niblets, or corn. Alright, so for corn, we got this from the packet, from the can. Drain the water, rinse it, okay, and there you go, fresh corn. Alright, I know some of you will be thinking, can we make our own corn? Or, prepare our own corn niblets? Sure, why not? But you need to steam it, and then cut it, from the top, release it from the corn, from the cob, but you can get this corn as well. Alright, so we get corn, so we've got yellow color. So for colorful, we have got our red and our yellow. Corn is a good source of fiber. It also gives us protein as well. So corn can be included into a vegetarian diet to be a source of protein. Right? So you need to remember, for vegetarian diet, does not necessarily mean that we only can get it from our tofu, or from our beans. Corn itself is also a good source of protein, just that you need to add other sources of protein as well to make it complete. Right? Okay, so for our green, we are using avocados. Yay! Alright, so for those of you who have missed my session earlier, I was telling you that I was really happy to find frozen avocados. I didn't need to use them at all because the ones I bought ripened very well. So here you go. Okay, so how do you prepare the avocados is that first you cut it into half, and then depends on how you want it. You can either scoop it out and then mash it, and that becomes something like a guacamole, a kind of spread. But if you want it to have got some texture to it when you bite, then you scrape it and then you cut it into wedges like that. Yeah, my avocado is so fresh, is it? because I grow it in the garden. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. Okay, I just cut it, that's why. Okay, so what you do, cut it into half. Okay, so if you want your avocados to be in slice, so cut it into half and then make markings like this. You can see over here. Okay, alright. So I'm just going to scrape it out, okay, into a bowl like that. So Lily, how does it look like? Is it the frozen ones? It looks, it doesn't have the skin already. It's cut into halves. So that's how it looks like. Okay, so because I already did a slice of it, so the avocado will look like this. In wedges like this. Oh, look at that. If you are a fan of avocado, I tell you, this will be so hard to resist. Just like putting it in your mouth, if you like it. Okay, so let's resist this, okay? I'm an avocado fan. Okay, but remember, avocados can be eaten, but not in excess, though it is a good fat. It has got omega-3 in there, so it's been known to improve our heart health. However, don't eat it, you know, whole freely, as if you know it is a good snack, you know. Just eat half a day. Alright, so then there's in that way you don't need to increase too much fats from that, though it's a good fat. It will still make you put on weight if you're not careful. Right, so I'm just going to pull this out. Okay, you can only do this if your avocado it's ripe. Alright, so as I was mentioning, you know, when you cut avocados up, sometimes it's like a surprise game, because sometimes it looks really soft to the touch, but once you cut it up, it's really brown in there. Right? So for this recipe, because it's 2 tortilla, we're going to use half of it. Right, the other half, just going to put it aside first, so we can use it later on for other dishes. How do you store avocados? For those of you who have watched my earlier session, I was sharing with you. So maybe you would like to let me know. How do you store half avocados? You need to put a little in the salad. You got a lot of fat in the body, okay? So Mac, you must exercise. Okay, so later on I'm going to share with you our latest giveaway, very exciting one. Okay, so I'll share you later on, right, if you have not seen it. Okay, so half of it, so what you can do, it's you can actually cut it into cubes. Okay, I'm just going to transfer this into my chopping board. I'm going to cut it into cubes, because I prefer it to be well spread on the tortilla. Alright, so I'm just going to cut it into cubes. No worries, I'm going to show it to you how big the cubes are. Well, basically, you know, this is a very free recipe, meaning to say that you can add in ingredients as much as you like. Alright, but so this is how it looks like. Okay, how do you store, is it? Okay, so I'm just going to put it over here. Alright, how do you store avocados? You wrap it up, the other half of it. Okay, let's say you've got avocados like that. To prevent it from turning brown so quickly, you wrap it up with a plastic wrap. Okay, put it face down in a sealed container and just leave it in the fridge. So in this way, it keeps around 3 to 4 days. Remember, there's no moisture should be on the avocado, because if not, you're going to have mold growing over it. You're going to waste half this avocado. Alright, so I hope I answered your question. Okay, so wrap it up, face down, put the container. Alright, and then we have our tuna, the next dish. Okay, so you see we have got our pretty colors. We have our green from the avocado, yellow from our corn, cherry tomatoes that gives us the orange color, and then we need some protein in our tortilla and a quesadilla. So we're going to have tuna today. So I've used the tuna that is canned in olive oil. So what you do is open the can, alright, drain the oil. Avocado is a convenient source of protein, and also is again rich in omega-3. So if you combine omega-3 from sources from the tuna and the avocado, it actually boosts heart health really well. Alright, so remember to drain off the oil. Okay, why did I choose the one soaked in oil? Is because firstly, we're not adding any oil in our dish today. Plus, the oil gives it a smoother kind of texture when you're eating it. So as long as you drain off most of the oil, hey, you're good to go. I know some of us, we prefer tuna that is canned in other sauces, you know, it's in chili, you know, in mayonnaise. So those should be eaten only in small amounts, or you know, not very frequently, because for those cans in other sauces, it's higher in fat and much higher in sodium as well. So good to go for plain flakes, either in water or in oil, but drain it. Okay, so just flake it up like that. Last but not least, we have our cheese. So for quesadilla, you need to have cheese in your dish. Why? Because after you heat up both tortilla, after you put the ingredients, you heat it on a pan, you allow the cheese to melt. So that's the part when 2 tortillas will stick together, alright, and the top and the bottom part will have got this crispy taste, and you bite into this gooey cheese with all your warmed up ingredients. That's how a quesadilla would be like. So today I chose mozzarella cheese. Okay, so the difference between mozzarella and cheddar cheese is that mozzarella cheese in general, they are lower in fat, alright, and salt compared to cheddar cheese. Mozzarella cheese is also very stringy when it's melted, so hence it gives you this, sensation of biting into a pizza, for example. Okay, so cheese are a good source of calcium. You can include that in your diet as part of your calcium source, but not totally, because in general they're higher in salt. Okay, so you've got these ingredients, so now ready to make. Just let me see. Okay, so any replacement, winter, spring, asking if we cannot find avocado. Well, if you want something to be very green, because you want it to be colorful, you can add in green peas if you like. You can add in green capsicums. Okay, you can add in fresh leafy lettuce, for example, like a butter head, or your spinach leaves for this green look of it. Okay, so basically, quesadilla you can add in any other ingredients, but because today's theme is actually more of a colorful recipe, right? So we want it to be more green. It is also, right, very suitable for kids, for little hands. After it's cooked, cut it into quarters and you just eat it like that. So it's pretty awesome as well. Okay. Alright, so let's do this now. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in my pan. Okay, I'm just going to add in the ingredients. So I'm going to add in my mozzarella cheese first. Why? Because when I heat it on the pan, the mozzarella cheese is the first one that will be in contact with the heat. So that will make the cheese melt faster compared to layering it on top of the other ingredients. Right? So I'm just going to add it in like that. Okay, so spread it evenly, like this. Next, I am going to add in the corn. How many of you here love eating wraps? Give me a thumbs up if you like. So some of us call it, the English or the Angmo popiah. Right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to add it on. I'm going to add in my corn. Oh, you like? Yes, me too. Okay. Right, Beatrice, you've got a question. Is mozzarella cheese okay for people with IBS? Well, that depends. So, for a person with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, it depends on the list of foods that you are actually, the person is sensitive to. So, some studies have shown that certain types of cheese has been known to irritate the body. So, that really depends on how, the person actually can tolerate the cheese or not. But if you're concerned about it, affecting the person's calcium source for a person with IBS, then it is good to actually have other sources, right? Okay, now I'm going to add in my cherry tomatoes. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I have done this. So try to put it separately, or rather make sure the ingredients are evenly distributed like that. Okay, so remember the pan is not hot now, alright? It is just a cool pan. Later on we'll heat it up, because if you're going to heat it up now, firstly, your hands are going to get burnt, scalded, plus you might not be fast enough, and before you know it, your tortilla will be burnt at the bottom, which we don't want that. We just want it to be a light brown, right? And then next we have our avocado. So I'm going to add in some avocado. I know for those of you who love avocado, okay, you're going to add in half to yourself. So this recipe serves, if you're a small eater, it serves one. A small eater, it serves two, sorry, okay, get half of it. But if you are a person that needs to eat a little bit more, then this would be quite substantial for you to just eat one on your own, right? Because it's made up of 2 slices of tortilla. Alright, next we're going to add in our tuna over here. Okay. So remember, for your tuna, if you want it to be evenly spread, you need to have it flaked. So just what you need to do, open from the can, drain the water, use a fork to flake it up. Alright? Okay, great. Good to know. Thanks, Meg, for that you can see the pan clearly. Okay, I'm just going to put it at the side. So notice our greedy looking tortilla, because it is really looking very yummy like that already. Hi Joey, good to see you online. Right, so what do you do? Okay, the next step, get another piece of tortilla. Okay, so one on top, the other on top. Place it on top, just cover it up like that. Okay, now you can turn on your pan. Okay, remember for your pan, you need to put it at low heat, because what we want to do, the process of putting on the pan is we want to heat it up. We want to brown the tortilla to make it a little bit crispy. We just want the heat enough to melt the cheese. So that's it. Alright, because if not, what's going to happen is that it's going to be turned brown at the bottom very quickly and the cheese has not melted yet. Alright, so this is why we want a very low kind of heat. Okay, so now while waiting for the pan to heat up, okay, I just want to share with you that this dish is a good alternative to either eating your rice or your noodles. Why? Because the carbohydrate in these 2 slices of tortilla is good enough to replace a bowl of rice. Okay, the calories are somewhat similar, ranging from 250 to 300 calories. And this makes up also quite a complete meal in the sense that it has got your protein from your tuna, you have got fiber from your corn, your tomatoes and your avocado. It is also some fiber from also the whole grains on top. Okay, in this multi-grain tortilla we have chosen, it's a good source of protein, lean protein from your tuna. What's important and what's lacking is only a serving of fruit. Alright, so if you can put that all together, you are quite good, you know, in having a balanced meal already. Alright, so this is important, okay, because what we want is, you know, with our busy schedules, working from home, dealing with the children's home-based learning, you know, looking after our aged at home, what we want is we do not want to compromise on our diet as well, because if we don't look after ourselves well, we're not going to look after other people well enough. Alright, so important that, you know, we watch our diet every day. There are cheat days, of course, okay, where we also will eat cheat day. Alright, just want to share with you, you know, when I was working as a dietitian in the hospital, every time I go to the cafeteria, I will have doctor friends, I have nurses friends teasing me. They'll be like, wow, Jolyn, you actually eat now. Wow, you mean dietitians actually eat? Yes, we do eat, okay, and we also eat unhealthy foods, but we eat it sparingly. Okay, so don't tease us anymore, right? So I don't get that anymore, okay, but yeah, sometimes, you know, it's like a taboo for dietitian to eat, you know, foods that are not so good. Alright, we are humans too, you know, so we do eat, just that we are very mindful of how much we're eating. Alright, so as I'm heating up, okay, this here, oh, remember there's no need for you to add any oil in here. Okay, so no need to add any oil. Okay, so because use a non-stick pan, don't worry, it will not stick on your pan. Right, so just gotta be a little bit more patient when doing that. Right, doing this now. Okay, so you have any questions you have now? Mac worked in the hospital before, is it? Okay, yes, Winter, you can't wait to try it on your own. Yes, please try it. Cook it, take a picture and tag us on MinMac group. It will be really encouraging to know that my recipes have been tried and tested by all of you. Okay, so please do that. It will show us, it will give us a lot of motivation and a lot of support. Right? Okay, so as I'm putting my hand over here, I just want to feel how it feels. Okay, so the cheese has already somewhat melted. Okay, so when you're doing that, right, you want to put your hand down, okay, just to press it a little, so that when it melts, the cheese will hold the tortilla together. Alright, you know, as I'm doing this, my mom is staring at me at the corner. Down there, hi mommy. Okay, so I've got my husband over there. My kids are in the room. Alright, doctors eat unhealthy food, is it? Remember they're humans too. Yes, Mac, thank you so much for your support. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it up to show you a little bit. Alright, so there's the cheese. You want it to stick even more, right? Put some more cheese on top. Alright, so then both sides, it will stick very well. Okay, so now, okay, I'm just going to lift it up and to make sure that tortilla is not burnt. Alright, okay, so I'm just going to heat it a little bit more. Alright, so while we are waiting still, I just want to know if anyone, if you have already subscribed to our Telegram channel. You know, our Telegram channel, it's where we will send you all of our recipes, exercise schedules, okay, and also snippets where we have nutrition information, where we share with you the goodness of our recipe. Plus, right, why you need to know your exercise schedule, right, is because remember I told you I want to tell you about this very exciting giveaway. Okay, it's super exciting because, right, the price is very exciting because it's NTUC voucher. It's not $5, not $10, no. It's not 15 or 20. It's $50, okay, people? 50, you know. So when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is very good, $50. Okay, so how how do you do this? You know, how do you participate? It's super easy. Firstly, this challenge is called Active CB Challenge. What you need to do, right, is to just join our virtual exercise sessions in Zoom. Only for hours, okay? Min mat, alright? Then, second thing, what you need to do, you can't just turn on and watch, alright? What you need to do, you need to exercise, right? That's the main point. So, turn it on, watch it, and then take a picture or a video of you working out in this. Then next, right, you just need to tag us. Of course, you need to submit, right? Okay, you need to load on your Facebook or your Instagram. Then you just tag admin Mac group. So for those of you who tag the most, right, you get a stand to win that $50 awesome NTUC voucher. Easy, right? Okay, so please do it, okay? Alright, cause if not, then you know, and only 20 up to 20. Alright, okay, so it's about done. So I'm going to do now, right, is to flip it. Okay, so to flip it, right, I need to do this, because if not, everything will drop. Okay, this is how it looks. Right? Like that. You can see? Wow, look at that! Okay, so this is about right, because it's crispy. Okay, and the bottom, it's already stuck to the bottom already. Okay, so put it down. Alright. Oh, and don't forget, tonight, right, 7:30, we have our K cardio. Oppa. Tony. Okay? You want to see how awesome he is, right? You must tune in also, okay? So after you learn my cooking, okay, you go and eat. Then after that, do your work. Then prepare your lunch, your dinner. Or maybe wait for people to prepare for you, right? Then after that, change into exercise gear. Tune in to our MinMat, live.minmat.sg. You go to Zoom, then you will see Tony today doing his awesome K cardio, his oppa, okay? So please join us, alright? Okay, then remember to join in our challenge, right? After you exercise ready, don't waste the chance, you know. Just take video and picture, okay? Then you post and then you tag 8 MinMat group. Okay, can Okay, all you down here, awesome, right? Okay, so I'm almost done. Okay, how you know whether it's done? Just make sure that it's crispy. Okay, just lift it out and see. I'm going to put it on a pan, right? So because the pan is pretty hot. You know, every time I do my live session, right, I get very excited. Then I will be sweating. So today I moved my fan out. I thought it would help, you know, but I'm still very excited when I talk to you all. So I'm still perspiring. So pardon me for my glistening sweat on the sides of my head. Okay, so today I cannot see, but you can see the sweat here. Okay. So this is how it looks like. Okay, I'm now going to cut it into quarters. If you find it very hard to do that, you can use the scissors, right? Then you cut it into quarter. Just want to cut quarter of it to show you how it looks like from the side. Oh, it's pretty hot. Okay, so be careful, don't burn yourself, alright? So yes, you can prepare this. Alright, so really simple dish, a balanced one. Just remember to throw in fruit to make sure you have your good sauce in a balanced meal. Alright, so I'm just going to cut it up pretty fast. It's very hot, that's why. Okay, whoa. Hang on. So leave it on a little bit first, okay, so it's not so, let it cool for a little bit because it's not a bit hard to handle, but I just want to show it to you, really eager to show you how it looks like. Okay, that is really colorful. Okay, so I'm just going to show you at the sides. Okay. This is how it looks. You all see the sides here? Oh, look at that! Look at the cheese! Okay, so remember, so it's sticking at the back already. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit messy, but you know sometimes some foods taste really much better if it's eaten with your hands. Alright, I'm not gonna taste it, okay? It's a bit hot now, but I just want to see how it tastes like. It's very hot. Very, very good. Please try this, everybody. Okay, all falling out, but it's okay, never mind. Okay, good for children as well, but please serve it when it's not so hot. Okay, everybody. Today we came to our session, end of our session of our Colourful Quesadillas. I will see you again this Sunday. We're going to do something very exciting this Sunday. Okay, we're going to do a cooking with kids, so please stay tuned to our Telegram. We will review the details to you on what it's all about. Okay, so I've got 3 things I need to tell you. First, join our Telegram app channel. Okay, if you haven't, download Telegram app, go to Telegram, then go for search for Healthy SG. Okay, that is our channel. Second thing, we have our active CB challenge. Remember, go down to do first. Okay, so look at our schedule. All right, so then today 7:30. Okay, go into our Zoom, do the exercise, take picture or video of yourself, then you tag at MinMed Group, MINMEDGROUP, MinMed Group. Okay, then third, right, is to go and try this recipe. Sorry, I'm very long-winded. I got another 4th one. Try this recipe. Okay, then 4th one, right, stay tuned to what I have for you coming Sunday. Can? Okay, so it's Healthy SG. Thank you. Alright, okay. Please leave me any more messages or questions you have. I will reply to you as soon as I can. And I'll see you again, everybody. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day.